All right, in today's video, we are in Blanchard, Idaho. It is quiet country living with a surprising feature. Stick around to find out. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel, hit that subscribe button, tap the notifications bell so you can stay up to date on all of our latest content. Our real estate team, we get calls, texts, and emails every single day from people just like you trying to learn more about North Idaho. So if you're looking to move right now or 12 months from now, it doesn't matter. Give us a call, text, or email. We would love to get that conversation started. All right, we're driving up to Blanchard right now. So we're on Highway 41 heading northbound. Blanchard sits in Bonner County, Idaho. It's about 6.5 miles northwest of Spirit Lake. That's probably the biggest town close by. Elevation sits around 2,200 feet, and the population is a massive 625 people here. So it's that quiet country living that you might be looking for. Drive time to Coeur d'Alene is about 50 minutes, and 30 minutes to Rathdrum, 25 minutes to Athol. So there's a big grocery store in Athol, so that might be where you do your grocery shopping up here. And then you're about 1 hour and 10 minutes to Spokane International Airport. So that kind of gives you the lay of the land. It's fairly remote. Lots of beautiful country out here. You're gonna get a mixture of timber and prairie and some smaller mountains. So if you're looking for land out this way, it could be a good option for you. So this lake's a little bit higher than this one because it's got a flow. That's cool. All right, so the weather here in Blanchard is really similar to the rest of North Idaho. You're looking at summer highs in the upper 80s, low 90s. You'll get the occasional temperature over 100 degrees. That does happen, but it's pretty rare. Lows are gonna be in the 20s and 30s for the most part. In the wintertime, you'll get the occasional temperature below zero as well, but pretty rare as well. And then rainfall is going to be about 36 inches per year. Snowfall, we're looking probably the low 40 inches per year. So it's not an unbearable amount of snow by any means. All right, this is the coolest feature in Blanchard, I think. Maybe if you're local, you'll disagree, but this Stoneridge Golf Course and Recreational Community up here is kind of shocking. You pull into Blanchard, there's really not much going on. It's a very small town. And then you come out here into Stoneridge and you've got this huge rec center behind me, 18-hole golf course. They've got an 80-site RV park out here, pickleball, swimming pools, Lake SansSouci, so you've got a beautiful lake you can swim in and fish in and recreate. And the golf course is really nice out here. So it's kind of a surprise. They've got mini golf behind me as well, and then a big convention center here. So there's a lot going on. There's a restaurant on site. So this would be a good community. I mean, it's kind of far out of the way. I wouldn't recommend a family live here necessarily, but it'd be a good community for retired folks to come up here and set down roots, because especially if you love golf, obviously, you have this great golf course, the cool amenities here. You're a little bit out of town, so it's somewhat remote, but you get that quiet, peaceful lifestyle that you might be looking for. So kind of a cool feature. I just wanted to highlight this here. I think it's probably one of the bigger things here going on in Blanchard. All right, I'm out here on the shore of Lake SansSouci, which is within the Stoneridge community up here. It's a pretty cool lake. It's beautiful. You can fish from designated areas. I've seen signs that says no swimming, so I'm not sure if you can even swim in it anywhere, and no motorized boats out here, but I'm assuming you can take human-powered boats. So a few unknowns for me there, but it is a beautiful lake to check out right here, and there are some homes that are really close to the waterfront, so you can have that option up here in Stoneridge. We just finished up with Stoneridge Golf Course and Community up here. We're gonna cruise down into Blanchard proper, if there is such a thing, and go check out Wyatt's Park. So it's a little park playground in the area. I don't know if it's nice. We'll go find out. Let's go. All right, it seems like a hell of a backdrop to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is crime. Not that I like to commit crime, I like to prevent it. Short answer, there's not much out here. This area does not have its own police department, so Bonner County Sheriff's Office covers the law enforcement in this area, and then ISP, the Idaho State Police, would also operate up here as well. So typically with these small communities, you don't get a ton of violent crime, you don't get a ton of property crime because everybody knows each other. So if Billy Bob is out stealing lawnmowers, somebody's gonna dime him out and it'll get dealt with. Violent crime, you know, probably be on the more of the domestic violence side, which is typical when you have smaller communities. But you're not gonna get much of either out here. They are both well below the national average, which is fantastic and is definitely appealing to those looking for that quieter place in North Idaho. And if you can see, as that backdrop behind me shows, this place is absolutely gorgeous. All right, we made it to Wyatt's Park, right here, basically in the center of Blanchard. Actually a nice little playground here. It'd be a good spot to bring the kids. I mean, it is a gorgeous day today. It's April, mid-April here in 2025, and the weather's fantastic. It's probably in the 70s. But Wyatt's Park here it's nice and clean, has good looking equipment, and got a little picnic area over there where you can barbecue, so I highly recommend. Okay. Now, I don't know the rules. Like, can I let it go past?
I thought it's just...
Oh, whoever winds it, so I'm going whatever way you don't go. Okay. Yeah, I guess it. So I gotta wind it before you wind it. Oh, that's just shitty. There it is. Oh yeah, what's up, shorty? Uh-oh. Damn it.
I like feel all my blood.
Oh shit, that was a slap. That was a terrible slap. Where am I going? No. No. All right, just hit some back roads here in Blanchard. Pretty sweet landscape for driving, hitting a dirt road, pretty nice. I just want to touch on some of the restaurants and coffee shops in town. There's not a lot, admittedly, but there are a few. And you know, it's nice to have some options, even in a small town. So you've got 2 coffee shops that I noticed. If there's more, I'm sorry, drop it in the comments. We'll add that too. But the ones I saw are Blanchard Bean and Grizzly Coffee Co. So you've got at least some options there for getting your cup of coffee. And then the restaurants, I saw Surf Shack Blanchard. So they make burgers and stuff like that. They've got a few down in Coeur d'Alene area as well. And then the Stoneridge Pub and Grill, that's up at Stoneridge Golf Course. And then the Super Grill as well is here in town. So you've got a few options to eat. I haven't tried any of them, but you know, from the outside they look pretty good. I think it's nice to have that here as well. And that's pretty much it. Oh, golf, there is a gas station in town as well. You've got one Conoco that you can get your gas at and whatever, you know, a little mini mart thing too. So you've got that at least. Otherwise, you're gonna be driving to Spirit Lake. That'd be your next closest option, or popping over to Athol or down to Rathdrum for a little bit bigger amenities. All right, schools, that's a big topic that comes up. You know, if you're thinking about moving here with a family, that is a big deal to you. Obviously, homeschool is huge up here in North Idaho, and that's a great option if you can do it. Sometimes public school is the only option. So for schools here in Blanchard, you're gonna be sharing with Priest River. You've got Priest River Lamana High, I'm sure I said that wrong, I apologize. Priest River Junior High, and then you've got Idaho Hill Elementary. That's gonna be the schools that the kids here are going to. So, like I said, there's options. You know, you can live here with a family. I think this is probably better for a retirement community, but I'm sure there are a ton of families that do live here. All right, you might be wondering about property values here. Is it more expensive, less expensive? What's the deal? It's not much less expensive than, say, down Rathdrum, Spirit Lake area. So you may save a little bit. Median list price here is at currently $549,000. I imagine Stoneridge community over there dictates a lot of the home sales in the area. That's where the prevalence of homes are located. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about price. There are going to be some things lower than that. There are going to be a lot of things higher than that as well. A median sale price is currently at $345,000, so that's on the lower end. and average assessed value is $370,000. Take that with a grain of salt. Idaho is a non-disclosure state, so maybe not accurate. But there's a pretty good mixture of home styles here and acreage versus non-acreage lots. So you've got a lot of options depending on what stage of life you're in. All right, so a couple of little demographic things. I already mentioned here, the population is about 625 people. Median age is at 66 years old, so it is more of a retirement area. And then the median household income is about $55,000. So not high, and definitely with the cost of living in North Idaho can be a little tight for some people. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking about making a move up here. All right, I love doing videos like this because often my opinions of a place are changed, and today is no exception. I had an opinion of Blanchard that was not like it really is. So coming up here and kind of exploring the town a little bit, driving through Stoneridge, checking out some of the beautiful homes, some of the beautiful parks, the amazing landscape, I now find this to be a pretty cool place to live. So I like that. I like that I can come to a place and experience it a little bit more and kind of get an understanding of what it's really like other than the picture in my mind, and how my opinion changed. And this definitely fits the bill. So Blanchard, quiet, strong sense of community. It's sort of remote, but not super remote. It is gorgeous out here. You've got access to a great golf course. There are restaurants here. There's a gas station, coffee shops. So you can do a lot of the things here that you need to do, and it's not too far outside of a more major town where you could do your bigger grocery shopping, things like that. So yeah, I think Blanchard's a win, you guys. So thank you for joining me on this trip today. I hope you got something from it. And remember, if you're looking to move right now or 12 months from now, give us a call, text, or email. We would love to help you with that.